It's very nearly exactly 7 years to the day since Lord Beeching, or Dr. Beeching as he was then, made another of his railway closures. He decided that this stretch of line between Ashburton and Totnes in Devon was uneconomic and simply had no future at all. But how wrong can you be? Today, the Dart Valley Railway is packing them in and making money. It's one of the few privately owned standard gauge steam railways in the country. And today, over 1,000 people have turned up, prepared to pay 6 and 6 each to travel just over 9 miles the old-fashioned way. So how's it been done?
As you know, we have a permanent staff here, but there's also quite a few volunteers that come down from time to time, and everybody is very keen on the whole job, right from start to finish.
But how did you tackle the financial aspect? How much did you have to raise?
Well, we've raised about £50,000, getting on for that all told. Look, you can see from today the crowds here, and I would say that we shall have between 250,000 and 300,000 visitors by the end of the season.
And how much sort of profit would you hope to make eventually?
I wouldn't like to say. We haven't added up all the figures yet, but we should show a reasonable profit. And we hope, well, of course, it'll be ploughed back into the company and buy more rolling stock and a lot more things we'd like to do.
The real secret of the Dart Valley success is, of course, the hundreds of steam enthusiasts who've been prepared to give their time and skills free. People like Ashley Burgess. He used to be the permanent way inspector on the line when it was working, but when Dr. Beeching closed it, he went into retirement.
Well, I felt very despondent. That's all I can say, is that I was very despondent over it, and it was such a shame to see a lovely branch like this go to the dogs.
And how do you feel today?
I feel absolutely jubilant.
I'm 72 years of age and I wanted something to do to pass away the time. So I come up from Torquay on a scooter every day just to do this.
But there's no common denominator about the people who are mad about steam. David Ellis, volunteer signalman, is a university lecturer the rest of the time. His mate is a British Railways office worker, Russell Maiden.
I'm one of the breed of railway enthusiasts, otherwise known as cranks, unfortunately. I don't really like the term, I prefer enthusiasts, but there are those who think we're mad, but I think it's just the attraction. Partly it's Great Western, which was the railway that I lived beside, and I always have been interested in railways from as long as I can remember. I always wanted to work on the Western region, and when the opportunity came to volunteer for signalling work, which is my pet hobby on the railways, I jumped at it.
But you work for British Railways, don't you?
I do, yes.
Why don't you fix yourself up with a job in a nice modern signal box with lots of lights flashing and things?
Well, I prefer this old-fashioned stuff to the multiple aspect signalling boxes, because there you're just switches and push buttons. There's no life in it. You control such a vast area, whereas here in a mechanical signal box you've got a local area which a signalman gets to know intimately, and he's got much more direct control over the movement of trains in that particular area.
But even with their volunteers, the company would be a total failure without the passengers.
Older people, anybody who you talk to who's worked on the old Great Western, for example, has a reminiscence and a fondness for it. I've always been fascinated by the way it works. It's an impressive sight. It looks good. It's got a smell to it.
Yes.
It sounds good. It's just sort of everything about steam that has an interest for me.
That's the end of the line, because British Rail won't allow the Dart Valley Railway to go into Totnes Station, a few yards down the line. So the obvious thing to do when you've come as far as you can is to go back the way you came. You may find it hard to understand the mystique of steam, but there is something safe and secure about trains like that. Maybe the real attraction is a nostalgia for a different time, a time when you could run a railway and not get all the windows smashed.